out of the Abyss last Sunday, didn't we?
Yes.
It's just thrown me completely. I'm going to blame it on that. I'm going to say it. That's it.
Did we play on
It's
Sunday?
definitely that. It's
We
not
did.
your
That's
age.
definitely what it is.
No, exactly. Not my age or my
You
imbecility.
You have definitely not have had a senior moment.
We're live.
Oh, are we?
Oh, we're live.
We are.
Oh,
I genuinely thought you said, "Well, I've," and you were
Yeah,
going
I
to
did.
tell
I
us
thought I was
about your
waiting for the rest of
latest
the
senior.
sentence.
yeah.
I thought that's a good one. He's forgotten the rest of his sentence.
That's
That's
the
not.
mother of all senior moments, is this?
I do that so often you probably didn't realise.
Yeah, we were all just waiting for the last half of the sentence.
Davey, hey.
Hey, Davey.
Hello.
Oh no.
Oh no!
That's all my screen's gone.
Oh no.
Oh no. Right, we're in. Are we in? We're in.
We're in.
Bonus
Yeah.
Action Heroes. This is tonight we're back in Icewind Dale. Ready?
Not out of the Abyss, Tom. Icewind Dale and Veronica.
Not only this. That was my senior moment that we were talking about when we went live. Because I thought, how did we get from a boat into this place?
Why is it so cold?
It's a different game.
I thought we left the cold place.
I shouldn't draw attention to it, but is this why you make me do it? Because
yeah.
you open with Bonus Action Heroes. This is.
Yeah, that's exactly why. Hey, all the words were there. They're just not necessarily in the right order. But it was the Yoda version. Action Heroes, this is. Right, quick recap. You managed to explore all of the magical towers in the lost city of Ithrin, deep below the Reged Glacier in the north. You needed to do that to collect all the lines of a ritual called the Arcane Octad, which you recited at the entrance to the central spire. And last session you entered and began to explore. You danced a little in the strange ballroom at the entrance level. Jim stepped out into thin air. Fortunately, it wasn't as thin as it looked, and he was able, and the rest of you were able to stand on it and cross an invisible bridge into another tower. You met a spectral, almost like a simulation, like a caretaker of this spire, who was able to offer you some advice and answer some questions. And you proceeded up to a higher level then. And he warned you or told you about the main resident of this tower, a lich called Iriolarthas. And as you proceeded with that foreboding information, the last room you entered was a room that we see here with a circular table and like a 3D nebula and the stars and solar systems hovering above it in three-dimensional space. And then in a little side chamber there was a tall stone spindle that ever so slowly rotated, just hovered, just rotated on its axis. Quite a mysterious device. Still unclear what its function may be or what it might do, but it seems that it at some point perhaps halted or disrupted the weave and magic, and it may have been the cause of what caused this city to fall from the sky. And during the course of exploration, that's where we had to leave off due to time, but that's where we can pick up. So I'll unpause, start the clock, and what would you like to do?
Oh.
And I know Hazel had an inquiry at the end of last session.
Yes.
Can you roll me an investigation check, please?
We'd come out of a fight, hadn't we? I'm just wondering if I could change it to something. Give me an thing on investigation. Probably. Oh, it does. Yes, I had Starry Form Chalice up, so I will change that to. I'll change that to Dragon before I do this.
Okay.
And then that gives me. Can you make a? So it'll be at least as if I'm rolling a 10.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, so it's
Okay.
better than that. So it will be 11.
Okay. I'm going to whisper that to you.
Okay.
What is discovered?
Mysterious.
If I can use the right command. Okay. So that's Hazel's line of inquiry answered
Thank
based on her role.
you.
Anybody else?
I can't remember what we decided to do with this relic. We were just leaving it for now, and all of the other weapons we found whilst we're looking for Iriolarthas.
Iriolarthas. Yes.
Let's just call him Ian.
I don't think they'll take kindly to that. And as we said, we don't want to anger a lich.
I think we should. I mean, I know we all have preconceptions about liches based on stories and things. We seem to be. I can't help but think. I mean, look at all the wondrous things in this city, and he founded this city and set it up as it is. I can't help but think that he can't be a lich in the way we are looking on it.
What? Hang on. What other way is there? We give Velin a right hard time because of her practices. But now we're saying, oh, it's okay if you make a city.
Well, I don't find what Velin's magic very distasteful, but I give Velin a hard time because of her associations, not because of her academic interests.
It's not academic to disrespect the dead.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. I mean, this person's disrespect is only himself, perhaps. Like, we don't know anything about him, and just because he's done this to himself, I mean, that's not necessarily mean he's done things to others too. And he seems to have created this space, and there doesn't seem to be anything inherently distasteful or bad about the people we've met so far in this city, the residents anyway.
Yeah, the headless giants, they were lovely. The Nothics, they were also a delight.
But the people we met in the towers, I mean, the people that led this city, seemed to be fairly reasonable people to talk to. Did they not? I mean, I thought so.
Yeah, I guess they did.
I'm so
But
judging the place by that standard rather than whatever creatures may have been left. We don't know where those headless giants came from or whether they were part of the original city or not, really.
We've learnt not to be as judgmental as we might have been at the beginning of our journey. It's more that we should err on the side of caution, not because of the nature of them being a lich, but the immense power a lich can hold.
I'd agree with that. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, let's be polite and nice and approach this person as with some respect. We are, after all, going to ask for their help.
Well, this is very good to know that your outlook on necromantic arts is beginning to soften. I mean, lichdom is certainly a secret I would be very keen to acquire. I'm glad we can reach a mutual understanding on this.
Yeah,
I'm sure
well,
that was quite what I was saying. But...
their standards may be slipping Velen, but mine aren't. So I'm still keeping an eye.
I'm gonna side with Tuck on this. I think we shouldn't get carried away here. This is a lich after all. This is a person that's gone to great lengths to achieve immortality. I imagine, if anything, they're going to be extremely intelligent. So we should not lie. And we should definitely have a plan to kill it if negotiation does not go away, or if it suddenly realizes there's some use to us. I think this is a creature that will go to any lengths to get what it wants, and if what it wants ends up being us for whatever reason, we might find ourselves in a difficult situation. I'm just saying, let's be cautious.
Might I say, and the apparition, this sort of spectral, ghostly apparition that you met further down in the tower, kind of steps through the wall and apparates and says, might I advise on being careful of what you utter, especially within this tower.
Towel. I mean,
And
it is
the
very
towel.
cold, so you could make a tower out of towels because they're so solid, frozen.
This is their home, and they have made this their abode for quite some time now. And of course, my loyalties are to my creator and master, but I would say over the last at least 1,000 years, I've not really had any coherent conversation or instruction from him.
What I would like to say is a person is more than just their mind, which is fortunate for me. A person isn't just their mind, it's their heart too. And when you're dead, your heart doesn't work. So whoever this is, they're just mind with no heart, and that's dangerous. And that's all I'm going to say on it. So they may be fascinating, they may be clever, they may be powerful, but don't assume that makes them good.
I'm not assuming anything, Tok. I just don't want to walk in and pick a fight with someone that powerful, that's all.
So powerful they could be invisibly in this room listening to everything that we have said.
Precisely.
So perhaps we should draw a line under this matter and move on.
What does Lathander think about undead? Cass?
Thought we were drawing a line under the matter.
You can tell me later then.
I feel like you can guess.
Yeah.
Did you see anything in the library, Eris? Sorry, I asked you that just as you... Yeah. I'm like a waiter in a restaurant. I just wait for these moments.
You see, Eris has got a mouthful of travel rations. She can't quite answer immediately.
Well, she's just nervously with them. She doesn't want to be, but she needs to do something. There's just books. Like there's lots of books.
Just books? Thread reader.
It sounds like a good place to pause if you wanted to pause and stop and rest. Just saying.
If you need a rest already, we seriously need to get you doing some running, Morgul. Like we've literally just rested and you want to sit down already.
I think he wants to read some books.
Did I see any books related to topics that Fred Reader might be interested in during my searching?
I would say that because you were looking for something specific, you may have missed them. They may be there, but you didn't find them in your search.
Okay.
Have a look if there's any books on exercise, because I think that would really help him. I'll go look.
I'm going to ask us to at least come back here if we're not going to stop and look in the library now. I mean, please. Can you imagine this? This has been here for thousands of years, and it's a library for people that created this place.
That's
the knowledge that must be within it.
It's a really good point. They're probably very out of date, old editions.
Red Reader, knowledge is power. But remember, you cannot take anything like we cannot take the weapons for fear of angering Iriolarthas.
Ian,
I'm not going to take anything, but what is a library if not a place to read them?
Just look for anything essential for now, please.
I think it's best we meet this fella first and see what the vibe is, and then we can decide whether we've got time to sit and read.
This is the thing. We're making a lot of judgments before even finding the person. You're right.
Because if we end up killing them, then we can read whatever we like. If we end up making friends, then maybe we can just stay here and gain some knowledge. And if neither of those things happen, then I guess we'll reassess.
Well, let's just find him then. I just wanted to pop in here before we left. That's all I asked.
Just go in. We might not come back. It's right. It's true.
Yeah.
Just runs into the library.
Make it quick. I'll go speak to talk while this is happening. I'll stand next to him, and I'll just connect with him telepathically so nobody else can hear us. I'll just go, right, talk to us like about 13 ways this can go wrong. And it's just a number I'll pull out of my ass, like most of the things I say. Listen, we can't be righteous on this because we need help from a quite despicable individual. And as a member of a despicable individual majority of the world, I'll say maybe a more nuanced approach is required on this. However, should that fail, I would appreciate if you were ready for murder. But like, just keep that until it, as a last measure, regardless of how horrible this person is. Does that make sense?
Matt, you're muted.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, as you say that, I will say out loud, I'm always ready for murder. And then realise, and inside voice. Yeah, no, I take your point. I don't know what nuanced means, but the rest of it made sense. I think this could go south.
I imagine it will. But let's try to make friends first. We could just lie.
I'm not very good at lying. So I'll just be quiet.
Yeah, yeah. That's probably a good idea. I'll go see what the others are up to.
Oh, this obsession with knowledge, that's going to kill them.
Threadreader, not a great roll. So I'll say that time and the bitter cold, I guess, has not been kind to these books and parchments, which is probably why Eris didn't have a great time finding what she was looking for. However, rather than research, so to say, so rather than the contents of the books, you actually do find lying around, just loose on the floor, is one legible scroll that's still readable. Looks like a spell scroll of some kind. And I will put that in your inventory now. It is a scroll of the comet. You find it in the items? Has that gone in? Yes.
Thank you.
You can share that or not at your discretion.
Well, wow. Well, I found I told you I come running out. I told you this would be useful. I found something rather splendid. Sadly, all the books are pretty. I think it needs. Hopefully, we can get a team of people out here once we've done what we need to do. And anyway, there are lots of people who can be very interested in this place, but I found this, and we wanted something powerful to help us, and this is incredible. It seems to be sort of a summoning, sort of evocation thing.
Take a deep breath. Just breathe in deep from your diaphragm. Hold it for 3 seconds, then breathe out slowly.
I'm very excited about this. I mean, we all know. I mean, we've seen fireballs and things like that. This is a little like that, just on a bigger scale. This spell will let us pull a comet to the ground. And the impact, I mean, yes, within a mile of us.
Comets are supposed to stay in the sky.
Yeah, how can you make portents and predict, bad things happening if you've smashed the comet into the ground? Is that not going to kill us as well?
No, we'll stand far enough away.
I mean, that does sound like something that might at least hurt a god.
You wanted a weapon that seems pretty powerful.
This is definitely a weapon.
If we come away with nothing else.
As long as we challenge her outside of this cabin, in the open air somewhere, it's something we can use. This was just lying around. I mean, my mind is a little blown about is the fact that this was just lying around on the floor. Now, this is probably the most powerful piece of magic I've ever read about, let alone read, and it's just lying on the floor in this. What's in those books?
Where was it? Was it on the floor?
Sorry?
I don't know. Can you put this in your book, or is this a one-time deal?
I mean, the magic is tied into the scroll, and I'm not sure I'll ever be powerful enough to cast it on my own. I mean, I mean, I don't know anyone that could.
So just to give some context, magic as we know, above table as we know it, spells go up to level 10. That's the most anybody in the Forgotten Realms or in the setting can hope to aspire to. That's the pinnacle of magic use. This spell or magic would be above a level 10, so it's not something that's even possible anymore. It was created when magic was much more powerful.
Oof.
I figured that was. This is a thing that we can use now and never use again. So I think we need to make it work.
I'm a bit scared by everything that's here. It doesn't feel right, but I'm also scared that she might get here and use it herself. Is there any way we can stop her being able to enter?
Stop her.
Or stop any of hers?
It was very difficult to enter this building. You mean the city?
Know what we've missed in the city. There could be more out there that's this useful or this dangerous.
I mean, if we can somehow caution Iriolarthas against her, I would imagine a being that can create this, and I mean, a being that would possibly be able to cast this kind of magic is likely to be something that could stand against her, even if that's not what he's interested in doing.
Might take a lot of convincing that.
I mean, I suppose we just need to be honest.
Cares about his city. Might give him a chance to bring his city back, or at least to rebuild it. If she wins, that chance is gone.
She is so powerful. She may have something she could offer.
But she'll keep the stars, and Eris will gesture over her shoulder. And I think they might be important here. She won't clear the sky. She won't end the winter.
You make a very good point.
She just wants rid of all the living, doesn't she? That don't follow her, and a lich probably wants the same.
Well, from what his assistant told us, all he really wants to do right now is repair the city.
We don't have a great track record for persuading people. Let's be honest.
Then what do we do?
We have
What
to
else do
try.
we do?
We try and then it goes wrong and then we have to deal with the consequences. That's usually what happens.
So we need to
I
find
think-
him.
I think there's a chance here with Thread Reader. They seem to have an appreciation for the same kind of things in life, and I can be there to kind of smoothen the edges of the conversation or guide it into the right direction. I think we might actually have a chance here.
You're being very cynical, Doc. We've come so far. Would you want to come away without trying?
No, I just don't want to see you all die.
Neither do I. But we knew what this mission was. We can have these conversations and go round in circles, but I don't think anything can prepare us for what is essentially the unknown.
Well, let's just find him, shall we?
If worse comes to worse, we'll look after each other. We always do.
I think as people are saying that, Herd will probably start muttering about, I wonder what's behind this door.
That sounds like Herd.
I thought you were getting into character when the token started moving towards the door.
And he would just open it, wouldn't he?
He would try, but it is locked.
Okay.
And at that point, Velin will emerge, looking rather smugly, holding up a quite large-looking adamantine key. Yes, he still needs the old-fashioned scholars amongst us to make a proper, thorough search of the library. I don't know what this opens, as this is the closest locked door, and she just tosses it to Herd. Maybe you can try this. What I think you would be more interested in, looking at you, Threadreader, is access to the study. And it seems this Ian, as you would like to call him, would open the door, or portal, should I say, and she points to the nebulous image above the table. Then one of his apprentices would sit in the appropriate chair. And as you look across now and look at certainly the chairs that are visible to you from your current standpoint, you can see that each has a symbol for a separate school of magic on the back, and there are 8 chairs.
There's a dog in here somewhere.
So the study is openable. Is that what you're saying?
It would seem so.
So if you, Velin, sat in that seat, pointing to the necromancy, see.
We could certainly try it.
Frederica, what's your school of magic?
I don't really devote myself to one, unless you count archaeology.
I don't think that's represented here.
But I wonder, I mean, certainly worth seeing if Velin sitting in that position works, but remember you're wearing a crown, Eris, and that belonged to one of the masters of the tower.
I thought about that, but I don't think it likes me.
How do you mean?
She's pointing, by the way, she's pointed to the nebula, not to the crown. And I don't want to go near it. Please.
I'm not going to make you do something you don't want to do. Don't worry. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Well, tell me what to do, I'll do it.
You happy to give it a go, Velin?
Yes, if everybody gives me his word, I can try the seat, and we can see what happens.
Just be careful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't die when you're actually starting to become very useful.
She shoots you a sharp glance and a half smile, and holds your gaze as she sits and lowers herself into the chair.
I resist the urge to go bang.
The nebula winks out, first of all, and slowly a small black orb is what remains, and it begins to grow and grow and it sort of has its own light around it, and it flattens into a disc and then begins to rotate. And what remains is almost what looks to be like a portal of some kind.
I'm hiding behind Cass.
Does Felin have to stay sat down? Does someone else have to go in?
I'll sit in one of the other chairs if that does anything.
Which school would you like to sit in?
Enchantment, actually. I'm not sure which one that is.
Okay. Nothing new seems to happen.
One at a time, then.
Talk, you want to go first?
Sure, I'll reach out and touch it.
I'll connect with him telepathically. So if he shouts "ow" within his mind, I'll tell everyone else.
Tok, you extend your hand out, and the blackness sort of laps over your skin like dark water. You don't feel anything, except maybe a slight buzz of static. But then your hand becomes not visible to you anymore, almost like it's passed through into this blackness.
I will turn to Velin and give her the same half smile. And then step in.
Okay. Tok disappears before your eyes. What does everyone else want to do?
Eris
Jumping in.
squeaks a little bit in fear and holds onto Cass's hand.
Talk, can you hear us?
He wouldn't be able to hear you.
Can I telepathically speak to Talk?
Yes.
Got a range of something.
Dark, isn't it?
Who's gone in?
Tok
Talk
and,
was one.
and
5
Locke.
miles. Yeah.
Tok and Locke have gone in. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you emerge in another, seems to be a chamber of the tower, which I'll describe once I know what everyone else is doing.
I would look at Eris and say, can you shut your eyes and take my hand?
I don't want to go in there. Do I have to?
Is anyone staying back?
But I've
I'll
wanted
wait.
to go and see, but do you want me to stay behind? I'm not sure I want to be left behind when you discover more secrets like Siobhan. There's a big tall visit over there discovered. I want my share.
I can wait with Eris.
But what if you miss something?
It would give me more time to look around the library.
Felin stands up. The portal remains open.
I will wild shape into a spider.
Okay.
Or I'll run over to Frederick and wild shape into a spider, and I'll go up into his collar and hide. So he can go, but I'm hiding while we're there.
Whisper into my collar. You're sure?
A little tap on your neck. Yeah.
Okay, we'll go.
I don't really know what I'm looking for. I just know that she disappeared, but I just sort of say into the ether, you're very brave. We need to keep each other safe. And I'll step in.
Okay. So I think everyone goes through. I'm pretty sure Herd would go through. probably gone through
Oh
first.
he's gone through by the time we're having this conversation.
Right. So everyone steps through. The chamber you find yourself in when it finishes loading. It's quite a large chamber. Again, it's like a study. It's a general layout. Looks like it's been undisturbed for centuries. You find yourself on an upper level. The room is tiered, so you're on an upper level. And all around you there is tables and desks all covered with different wizardly paraphernalia. There's a soft groaning sound coming from a shadowy door-sized rectangle along the northern wall, which is where that black spiral is. Staircase is there to the east and west of the room you're in. Descend down to the lower section of the room. And that is where there is a sunken library, which is that central circle you can see there. Situated 20 foot wide, 10 foot deep. There's a ladder that runs down, but it looks like it's on runners so that it can run around to give access to all the different books inside. And again, it's filled with more books and scrolls and parchments and whatever. Now, aside from that, the obvious thing that you see, and obviously everyone's attention is drawn to the living, or loosely described, creatures in the room. You see more of the Nothic, so you've encountered these before. Singular, great big eyes, like a saucer, shift their attention. They're all perched on the edge of this pit, and their attention all shifts towards you. They make no move, but they're aware of you, and sort of bobbing in the centre of the pit. It's just a singular skull, bleached white, and there are otherworldly phantom symbols that just appear and disappear, symbols of the different schools of arcane magic, runes, and they just glide into existence and drift out of existence again once more. It also notices you and drifts up a little bit higher and turns its sunken, empty sockets towards you, but makes no move. I would like everybody to roll for initiative, but you're not in combat. At least not yet. Hey, natural 20, who was that?
Oh, good old luck initiative. Let him. He's got all the time in the world. Gonna go do my laundry. See you in.
You don't want to rush into these things. You got to think about it.
Hell no.
Can I address the skull tentatively? Iriolarthas? Is that you? Or do you convey messages to them somehow?
It drifts over almost really, really quickly, and it's 10 feet in front of you, eyes burning.
Can you speak?
No response.
Well, maybe you can't speak, but you can comprehend. So I will say we mean no harm. We discovered your amazing city and come seeking knowledge, potentially a weapon to help us in a fight on the surface, but we would be interested in assisting you bring your city back. I don't know if I'm just talking to a floating skull. I'm sorry.
I, while Cass is talking, be trying to translate as best I can into what I know of the language
Sure.
we've
Sure.
seen written around, to try and, just in case, as best I can do.
Yeah. No roll required for you. It drifts more slowly this time over Bob's and focuses on you, Threadreader. It's difficult to tell if there's any recognition or if it's just attracted to the noise. Again, there's no response. But there's no
Well.
hostile activity.
We're going to look around until we can find Iriolarthas. Please don't think we're stealing or mean harm. Okay, I'm going to stop talking to you now.
Try and translate all of
Okay.
that too. I'll add on the end as best I can that we really are just here to meet the master of the tower. If that is not you, please, if there's some way of letting him know we'd like to speak to him.
Even before you've finished the sentence, the skull kind of begins to drift off. Haven't given a cursory assessment of each of you.
Threadreader, do you think that was pointless?
I don't know. It seemed to acknowledge that we were talking. I don't know if it was the master of the tower or an avatar of some sort. A bit like the moat that I use. I don't know.
I was thinking, like, when you scry, maybe the master can see through it or hear. We'll find out.
I hope so. I think we should perhaps wait here a little while and see if something occurs before we go wandering any further. We've given a message, and either that's hope. Just give it some time to see if we can see if that message gets through.
You wait a short while. The portal winks out behind you.
How do we get back?
Where have I gone?
Berlin, did you find any clues to how we return through the portal? Reactivate it from this side?
Have I actually disappeared, or have I just...
I can't see you anywhere.
I was here, but I don't seem to be there now.
There.
Yeah.
You went invisible.
I can't do that.
Stealth. That's stealthy.
Can't do that either.
We'll just be perusing these tables and just seeing what's on there. Is there anything of interest?
It's filled. They are brimming with bottles of liquids, scrolls, parchments, crystals, artifacts, orbs.
If he reaches for something, does anything in the room react to that?
Does he reach for something?
Yeah, he's doing it in a more testing kind of way. So he doesn't touch anything, but he's just kind of like
When his arm extends, the skull is on him, watching intently.
Okay. Hands up, and he'll just step back.
Locke.
It's quite protective of its stuff.
Locke, can you do the... I don't know if it's risky, but do your inside voice with that thing.
The skull?
Yeah.
If I try to connect to it, does it Does it do anything?
You try to connect to it.
The skull. Trying
Do
to
you
speak
try to
to it
connect to it, yeah?
telepathically. Yes.
You reach out tentatively, and you make a connection. That is fierce intelligence there. But you can't find a common language or the tools for communication. It's almost like there's nothing to pick up what you're saying, almost.
I see. Yeah, I'll post it to see the pictures of that. So if this thing has a mind, I can connect to it. You must each speak mentally in a language the other knows. So we don't have any mutual language.
Correct.
Okay. We're like, it's definitely intelligent, but it does not speak anything I can speak.
And the portal's gone out behind us, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, that feels like the immediate problem.
We can't negotiate if we can't talk to it.
I think Threadreader might be able to.
Only out loud though. I can't do. I can't do or speak to it sort of telepathically like Locke does. And I'm not sure that speaking to it out loud worked.
Why don't I try talking to it very slowly and very loud in Draconic?
I mean, as long as it doesn't involve touching anything by the looks of things, go ahead.
As it flies by, I'll be like, hello! In Draconic. Can you understand me?
It twists to regard you. There's a slow 360 varying altitudes. No change in speed. And again, even before you've finished saying whatever sentence you wanted to say, it's kind of drifted off in a different direction once more.
We're not getting anywhere with this. There aren't any doors in this room, are there? Do you think this is some sort of pocket dimension, like the mansion?
It could be. It could be.
How do you leave a pocket dimension?
I mean, well, obviously by a portal, or I think if the pocket dimension is closed somehow, you'd be ejected from it. A bit like if you tip a bag of holding upside down. If you've ever done that, or try and turn it inside out, everything falls out.
Well, the symbols that were on the table seem to be down there on the floor in the library, so maybe that's how. Same way we came in.
I would suggest we explore further before worrying about how to get out of here.
Doors have knobs on both sides. Is my point.
Yeah, I'm sure that there's going to be some way to open that door again from here.
I think you must be right. I mean, there would be. I mean, it seems like the process of entering here is something that was done fairly normally, so there must be a fairly normal way out too.
Okay. Is it a case of look but don't touch, or...
Well, these things seem to be blocking the stairs, so...
What language does a Nothic speak?
As that thing comes within the range of my halberd, you will see me bristle a little bit and ponder taking the reaction, but I won't.
I shall try just calling out quite loudly. Iriolarthas. Do you hear?
The skull's attention seems to be drawn to you, but other than that,
Not getting anywhere. Can I walk up to the Nothic?
Mhm.
Please may we pass?
it repeats. It utters something to you. What languages do you speak?
Elvish, Dwarvish, Halfling, Undercommon, Common.
Undercommon. You recognise.
Hooray!
Oh yes. What do you look for here? What are your intentions?
Knowledge, power, and a way out.
Wait. I might be able to help you. What do you have to trade?
What are you looking for?
Oh, magical items.
Oh, of course.
Magical
not.
knowledge.
Let me confer with the rest of my party, and I will relate what they just said.
I'm not sure that anything we could offer them with respect to magical knowledge would be anything that they don't really know in a place like this, but I do wonder if we can offer them historical knowledge. They've been locked away in this chasm for thousands of years. I mean, they may be willing to trade for knowledge of the outside world.
I'll turn back to it. You've been here for centuries. We can trade knowledge of the world as it is now.
Secrets. Make a persuasion check, please.
Guidance.
Did Tuck just say guidance out loud?
That confuses me, yeah. I guess I can do that. Thank you, Talk.
I only say it because you always go, oh, I forgot to use guidance afterwards every time.
17.
You have knowledge of the outside world. Tell me.
Threadreader, what do you think they want to know? How long ago did this place fall?
Are you saying that in common?
Yeah.
I thought it was 3,000 years ago, wasn't it?
About that, I shall tell what I know of the ending of the Netherese cities. It's not a lot. Perhaps they know little of the rest of the civilization and the fall of it, but I shall try and convey it.
And if you don't speak Undercommon, I can translate it.
Okay, so you say out loud, detailing the remainder of the Netherese civilization is no more. It's difficult to read its expression since it has just one like massive eye. If it could widen more, it kind of does. And it looks to the others, who also look to each other. And it begins to scamper off.
I suppose we should follow.
Are these things actually the Lich talking to us, Cass?
I don't think so. I think they're themselves.
I thought these things were like people twisted and turned.
Yeah.
So they didn't know who they were, but these seem to know who they are.
Steve, I pulled my moat on because I had summoned it before.
Oh, sure. Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
What's the coven up to?
Maybe the skull speaks Undercommon as well.
You see the Nothics conferring with one another. The skull kind of watches intently, but it almost like cants a little to one side, like a dog that looks like there's something interesting being spoken about, but can't quite understand what it is. And they just continue sort of chatting to each other, excitedly babbling one to the other.
Let's perhaps ask them if they can take us to the master.
I think that is the master.
Whilst they're all talking, can I climb down off Red Reader with little spider arrows, and can I try and see if I can get into the sunken library? And if I can, I just want to start making rounds, kind of trying to read all the titles of the books.
Are you going stealthily?
As a spider, I'll have spider climb, so I can probably get in between books and
Yeah,
that will help my stealth. For wild shape, stealth is a physical thing, isn't it? So it'd be the spider's stealth rather than Eris's stealth.
Yeah.
So I just rolled it in D&D Beyond, and it's a 24 because I got a nat 20.
Nice.
I will take a photo of it just to prove.
Okay, that's no worries. I trust
I'm
you.
not lying, Dad. I promise.
I believe you.
Okay. You make it into the pit. Are you having a look at book titles and things, I guess?
Yeah.
What languages can you read or understand?
I can read Druidic, Common, Goblin, Giant, and Orc. So probably nothing that's of use here.
There's nothing you reckon. You see the runes and you recognise the style, the aesthetic of it. You can't really read anything.
Okay.
What I'll say is that these are arranged a lot more neatly and more cared for, I would say.
Okay. And so can I tell by the symbols on them? Like, do they appear to be spell books? Even if I don't know what kind of spells are in there, am I
Make an
thinking?
Arcana check, please.
Oh no!
No.
I am a spider and I don't know, and
Yeah.
I'm too scared.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to. They're just books.
Okay. I'm going to continue doing that.
Okay. Anybody else for anything?
Can I hear what the Nothics are talking about? Or are they just talking about the stuff we just told them?
They are. Make a perception check, please. I'll say that in English. Perception check, please.
Not a possession check.
No. Oh, okay. They're going through the full range of emotions. First of all, surprise at this news, and then the sudden realization that the other cities won't be coming to rescue them. And with that shock and surprise is a feeling of helplessness, frustration. They become agitated. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. I can't help but hear. We are interested in talking to the master of the tower. Is there any way you can show us to them? We can deliver this news to them. Perhaps we can talk about working together.
Extend one sort of spindly arm up to the skull. The master is not himself anymore.
Okay. Is that the master, or is that a representation of the master who is bodily somewhere else?
And the master was unable to feed his phylactery. He deteriorated.
I see. So, would you be the best people to discuss, well, all of this with? Who is in charge?
We serve the master,
The master is not himself.
but the master still commands. We collect magical items for him, artifacts. We build the city for him, give him power.
How does he command? How do you communicate?
We don't, but that was his last command.
I'm gonna... One moment. I'll turn to everyone and say all of that. I mean, we could still offer to help. Technically, we can help, right? Threadreader, you can let your colleagues know at Candlekeep, and they can come and they can consider how we can salvage and restore this place.
I think they'd be very keen to on all the things they'd learn in the process.
It's simply not an immediate resolution, which might frustrate them.
That's all we can do, though, and I'm sure in this circumstance I could speak to some extent for my colleagues. I know they will want to come here. I know they will want to learn, and if they do that in the process of helping, it's a fair exchange.
Okay.
And, you know, I mean, politically, it would be a good thing to do as well.
Would it, if Master no longer knows himself, they potentially also be a threat to everyone? The knowledge they have.
This is also true.
And can you unnothic a nothic?
I don't know, Cass.
We've killed a fair share of them, haven't we?
How loud do you say that?
Very quietly.
Okay.
I assume this is all happening in a quiet whispering voice because everyone's kind of making a decision on whether to help or not.
We
Like,
need. I mean, we need. It would be so much easier if we were to have the help of the people here, whether or not they are themselves. I mean, how do I put this? If the master of this, I'm speaking very quietly again, the master of this tower is not themselves to the point that they may be dangerous to those outside. They haven't posed a danger for the last 3,000 years. And what we're trying to deal with has. So I'm trying to be very practical about this. If there's a way we can persuade some assistance out of the people here, in the meantime, I don't believe that the people of 10 towns and above are in any immediate danger from what lies here.
No. The immediate threat is her. Okay. Right. First of all, do you have or remember your name? How would you prefer I address?
Apprentice.
Apprentices. My friends and I guess this is just a lot of truth. Okay, so my friends and I have come because there is an immediate threat on the surface. She is a frost maiden. She has plunged this part of the world into a never-ending winter, hence your current situation. She is an enemy to us both. We have come here to seek your great arcane knowledge, to see whether there is anything that we could use to defeat her. And in return, we would be very happy to inform the rest of the world of our discovery of your city here. Bring people to help restore it.
No.
No?
We need magical items.
How will that bring your city back?
More power. More magic.
That's not how you'll still just be stuck down. Do you not see how that doesn't make sense?
They don't seem to be getting it.
Okay. So
They just seem very single-minded, and to be fair, based on the other Nothics you've encountered, you're lucky you're getting this much conversation out of them, to be fair.
you know what? This
The big picture seems to escape them.
How do we make... I'm kind of looking at Velin as well. How do we make their master more himself?
Yeah. Lich them. You ask about the process and the upkeep of such a status. I'm not so sure that once it has gotten to this stage, there is a recovery, but to maintain it when it was present would require souls.
Cass's eyes light up as if she's got a light bulb over her head, and she's gonna point to her head, point to Locke's head, point to.
Yeah, Locke will connect with her.
Yay! Okay. You're good at lying. Could you tell them that we can help restore their master if they bring us to the phylactery? Then we could destroy it. We could just destroy them. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like they can be spoken to, and we can go about this tower as we please.
I was about to telepathically message Talk that I can feel murder time approaching, but yeah, let's go with that one.
In Nothic's presence, I would like certainly Cass and Locke to make some rolls for me. 1 second.
Okay.
Oh, good.
So, contested. So you roll deception, and the Nothic will roll its insight.
That's why I wanted Locke.
I have all kinds of things that deal with deception, don't I?
I feel like
Weird
they'd look
insight.
suspicious if I started going, guidance on myself.
Oh, they rolled shit. Oh, so did you.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, Locke. Oh,
So
one thing you
let's.
can do. You failed me at it.
Okay, well, because it's a draw, we'll have another go. Or does it meets beats?
If
isn't
it's
it?
contested checks, it's the draw, I think.
It's a draw. Let's go again then. Let's make an insight, and then we'll roll. And then we'll roll the second one for yours.
Are you not?
Cass.
Are you not immune to charm, Cass?
Resist. Need to check. Where would it be?
So you maintain your secret, Locke, while you tell Tok that it could be close to murder time.
I will walk up to them and say, my friend Cass is not well versed in sorcerous wizardly magic. However, I am. If you were to bring me to your master, I would surely, as a semi-undead creature myself, evidently, be able to help.
Okay, and this is versus yours, Cass, that we didn't establish before.
Oh, I rolled a 9.
What was it you just said? I can't remember what you said now. Who was you talking to? Locke, wasn't it?
Yes.
So Locke, you win the deception. So
Yes.
your deception was taking hold. However, the one that looked into Cass's mind discovered your conversation with Locke, where Cass says, "You're good at lying, Locke. You can get away with this."
Brilliant.
Sorry.
Let's begin combat.
Yeah. I thought you might say this. just as I moved right next to them.
Yep. Look at us down at the bottom of the initiative.
Let's go, Eris.
I was going to say, if we could persuade them that the Frost Maiden's got some magic items and they can come and help us to get them. But
Yeah, too late now.
well, I
I'm gonna
couldn't
persuade them with fire.
I couldn't understand the undercommon show.
Olive just continued to look at books, realise that I'm not going to get anywhere with this, and I'll go back to the top of the sunken library, and I'll just be sat among the books watching what's going on. I don't think there's anything I can do to be of use, so that's it.
Sorry, you're sitting on the books?
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah,
like on
okay.
the edge of the top of the...
Okay, that's fine. So no other actions as you go?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That's
thread reader.
Okay. I will put. I know that combat's kicked off, so because we weren't part of this conversation.
Yes. You will see. I guess you'll see the eyes begin to focus and aggressive maneuvers being made.
Okay. So I shall back off a bit and have my moat move over the top of the library.
Okay.
It won't let me go there. Hang on a second. I have to move it round. For there. And then I shall cast Cloud of Knives, whatever it's called.
Cloud of Daggers. Okay,
So-
place your template.
It's just 5 foot. I got that. It's a lot smaller. But okay, never mind.
Where is
Slightly
it?
bigger than that.
Okay. Okay, what do I have to do? Or does it
I'll
just
put-
take some damage?
It takes if it starts its turn or enters the spell's area for the first turn, it takes 4d4. Never mind. I thought I was going to get the two of them. Sorry, I misread the size of the template.
Yeah, but
Sure.
that's good because you're funneling them. That they're not going to want to go through there, so you're funneling them where through a bottleneck, which is good. That's the way I
Thanks,
like
Matt.
it.
Cheers, Matt.
Think positive. That's
me.
you? Okay. Okay.
It's like an extreme haircut spell.
With scissor hands, the spell.
Yeah. Close shave, it's called.
Now, who's this? I can't see him on the map.
Yeah. Thread reader. Let me just check the range. Yeah. I don't think there's any save to make. There's no save to make. You see a field form up around you. And it's the effect of anti-magic field.
I can't
Shut up
spell
around you.
if I see it starting to appear.
No, maybe I've got no effect for it then. But anyway, it's there. It's on you.
As it starts, as it starts, you say it starts appearing. Can I counterspell with a reaction, or do I?
It's not a spell. It's a lair action.
Okay. No problem.
But yeah, give it a go. Give it a go. I'm quite
It
conscious
needs
that
to
as a wizard,
be
if you
when
can't
you-
cast,
It needs to be when you can see a creature within 60 feet of you casting a spell, so you can't see the creature.
Oh, okay.
You
Right,
can't
yeah,
counterspell
yeah.
it because you're counterspelling their actions rather than the spell.
Okay, I was looking at the description in the Foundry. It didn't. It's not more rare, I think. Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
okay. And then the skull will move 15 is maximum there.
Reaction. Polar Master reaction. I will strike it.
Yep.
Oh dear, 11.
That's a miss, I'm afraid. It's just whoosh, whoosh. It's like that little orb in Star Wars where he's practicing his lightsaber fighting. Just
Top was never very good at swing ball.
Brilliant.
Okay. Yeah, that was a legendary action to make that move out of turn. So, Tok, it's your actual turn.
Okay. Bonus action rage.
Okay.
It feels like a must at this point. And I will, for my first attack, I am going to use my breath weapon. So I can swap an attack for my breath weapon. Just trying to find it, sorry. Cold breath. Oh. That's not right. It's 30 foot long, 5 foot wide. It's not quite worked, but it's
Okay.
It's 6 squares.
Okay, so you're getting these two nothings here,
These two, yeah. So it's a DC 17 Dex saving throw.
right? Okay. Oh!
So one takes half and one takes full. Oh, God. I don't know why I use this. It always rolls. 2d10 should be quite tasty. It's always less than 5.
Should be. So the first one takes full.
Yeah, and the second one takes half.
Like half damage, okay.
And then I'm just gonna smack it with my halberd for the second one, because that breath weapon is so rubbish. Come on, this has got to be better. And I'm gonna go reckless as well. What the hell? 10 foot reach.
For the Nothic.
Yeah, the nearest one. That's 14.
Yeah, that hits.
Does it?
You'll be pleased to hear.
Very pleased. So that's 25. That kind of makes up.
Yeah, that makes up for it. Oof, that's more like it.
Yeah, I think that's right. That is right. That's the rage damage, strength damage, and then the 25.
Awesome.
And that is it for me. I am going to move forward up to there.
Okay. Another legendary action. We will have each creature within 30 feet. I'd like to make a Constitution save, please. 15 to beat.
15 feet of the skull?
30 feet of the skull.
With the skull, sorry.
Oh, no. Is Barden within 30 feet of it?
Nope. I've just
I
put
don't know,
30 feet on.
Oh, that was for Eris.
No, I was just
rolling because I had both sheets open. I couldn't see the exact distance, but I thought I'd have to.
Is this a magic spell?
Let me take a quick look. So that's everyone bar heard by the looks of it. I'll just take that template off again so I can see what I'm doing.
I think, yeah, I'm just thinking because if it's magic, does it affect me in the anti-magic field?
That's a good point.
Oh.
Use it to your advantage.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm going to get for any advantage I can take this point.
It's
So
not-
basically, a guy in a robe right now.
I assume, yeah, on your turn, you're just going to go.
It's not a spell. It's a what it doesn't just protect from spells. It protects from magical abilities, right?
It says even
Yes.
like a fireball, it would stop the fireball effect hitting me. With like part.
But can't you control which direction the magic can flow through an anti-magic? Let me just look it up.
I think it's a 10-foot radius barrier around me.
Anti-magic field, invisible sphere surrounds you. The area is divorced from the. Oh yeah, so within that sphere, spells can't be cast, summon creatures disappear, and even magic items become mundane. That's worth remembering until the spell ends. Spells and other magical effects, except those created by an artifact or a deity, it's neither of those, are suppressed. So you will be protected from this.
Okay.
Not all bad.
Not all bad.
You'll be
It's
protected
set over
from
by a
this.
guy in a robe.
Yeah. So who passed? Who failed?
I think we all passed.
You all passed. Oh, brilliant. A failed save. It doesn't say anything if you pass. I guess nothing happens then. Let's say nothing.
Yay!
It doesn't say what happens if you pass. Half damage, nothing. So there you go. That's it.
Wow.
So that was a legendary. Now it's his turn itself. Why is the music stopped?
Still playing for me.
I can hear.
Oh, is it? Okay,
Yeah.
great. Okay. Gonna look at you, Lock,
But you might.
and the jaw opens, and then opens unnaturally long, just drops like a foot, and this screech emerges. And Constitution save for you, please.
I think Locke's quite a tough boy.
Constitution, yeah, not bad Constitution.
Yeah, okay,
I
nice.
have a magic item, I think that's why Constitution.
That was
Ah.
lucky because you would have been at 0 hit points if you failed.
Oh!
On a successful save, the creature is frightened until the end of its next turn.
Wow.
Okay.
That's not a successful save.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably because you realise what that would have done if you...
Yeah.
Oh.
And it will move. So opportunity attacks from anybody that wishes.
Yeah, please. Because I've had my go, so my reaction's reset, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm never sure what to do here. I got my mace, but I wasn't holding it, so I guess I can't.
Are you never holding it?
I always cast spells. I never hit
Okay.
things.
Yeah, you'd need to draw it on your turn, I think.
Yeah. Nah.
Sorry.
It's all
But
right.
that is his turn.
So that's 26 to hit and a 14 damage.
Oh, nice.
Oh, the music has stopped now.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Resistances. Okay. So 14 damage. Doesn't do as much damage as you were hoping or expecting, even from your magical weapon. This Nothic begins snarling. And will launch itself, climb up onto the desks here, and there's magical items and potions rolling around and skittering as it sort of goes down onto all fours and scrambling across this desk, and it just takes 2 quick, rapid slashes at you with its clawed hands. So first attack.
It's got advantage
Oh,
because I was reckless.
thank you for your honesty. Second.
Misses.
Oh, okay, both miss. So second swipe with advantage. Oh, terrible rolls. That's all it achieves.
That's why we don't fight from desks.
Yeah. Good office
It's like
policy.
Barbarian 101, that is. Don't fight
Yeah.
on desks.
Rule number 17: never fight from a desk. Come on.
You learned that one in school.
Silently and unbeknownst to Velin, this portal slips down off the wall and folds onto the floor and drifts towards Velin. Can't quite reach her.
Is this portal now a tunnel from a Wile E. Coyote
Yeah.
cartoon?
Portable hole.
I've got a better token for that now that it's on the floor. Okay. Oh, now it's not in. Now it's not the combat tracker. Okay, so that works. So I'll skip that. Move on to the next Nothic, which is there, the one in your blades.
Would that still be in effect, the blades? If I'm now severed from the magical field, would that have dropped?
Is it a concentration spell?
Probably. Hang on.
If it's
Yes, it
It is. So that has gone then.
well, hang on. Don't think it. No, I think it's still up. I'm gonna.
Seems odd.
With it being concentrated, it doesn't make sense, does it? Because you're still having to.
I think I'm happy
Yeah.
with you saying it drops.
Yeah, it doesn't
makes the most
specifically. It doesn't specifically say, but it feels like that's what would
Yeah.
happen to me.
I
you agree?
agree, to be honest, Steve. It feels odd that I'd be able to hold that out.
There we go then. Okay, so just take a turn as normal.
Oh, apparently anti-magic field, this is Jeremy Crawford, has no
Yeah.
effect on concentration. If it did, the description would say so.
Oh, there you go then.
Some
Great.
spells...
I was going to say it.
Yeah, so some spells require you to maintain concentration to keep them active. If you lose concentration, then the spell ends. And yeah, if it doesn't, magic field only suppresses spells and magical effects which concentration all but explicitly is not.
There you go then. Let's make a roll for that. Whatever it was.
Clouded daggers.
Yeah.
So I'll put the spell effect in the thing on.
I think it was 4d4 comes to my brain.
40d12. What?
40d29.
Roll for some
So,
damage.
40,
Oh, do I need
yeah.
to make a save? No, it's just
It
happens,
just
doesn't it?
takes it. Oh, that explains why it's such a low amount of damage then, because it just takes it.
Yeah, and as long as you're concentrating, it's up.
Yeah. Eight damage. Oh yeah,
Nice.
slashing.
Okay, excellent. With that, it will move and take a slash at Locke because he looks squishy.
Yeah.
2 slashes. 1 and 2.
The
16 and
first
10.
one hits. 16
Okay,
hits, yes.
First one then. Minimum amount of damage. So you take 4 slashing.
Praise Lathander. What's that?
That was me rolling rolling for Velin, who I always forget to roll for.
Oh, right.
She should have had
I
a
thought,
turn
I thought it was another
based
one.
on that. Based on that, so I'm going to get her to leg it away from that ball. Okay, the demi-plane will continue to follow, barely keeping pace. In fact, I think Velin's going to have to make a dash. So we use her action to dash. So she can't do anything else. Gas.
Me. Where is it? I'm going to use.
Let me know when the
Spirit
music, if the
Guardian.
music stops again. Because
Yeah.
it stopped for me. Oh, Spirit Guardians.
There are those horrible eel things. How do I get that one in the top? I'm gonna have to move. I think if I take a step to the left, it would move with me.
I think it's a jump to the left, isn't it?
All
Put
right.
your hands on your hips. There we go. All 3 of them.
Oh,
Make a saving throw, please.
okay, bottom one first. Saving throw.
Fail.
And if
Just
you
check
then move
both.
up to that corner, you might get the portal as well. Hang on, has Velin gone? No, she's there.
Oh, she's there, yeah. First one fails. Second
Yeah, I
one.
didn't want them to take a reaction at me because I was in melee with one of them.
Second
Damn
one.
it.
Just
Saves.
passes.
But that's a half.
Third one fails.
Nice.
22 for 1 and 3, and half for the middle one.
And a half for the middle one. Oh, yeah, they don't look good. Anything else?
I think that is it for now.
Okay. Lock.
I guess this is terrible.
Sure is.
So I want to do something useful, but I just want to get away. Right, I'm just gonna move 30 feet this way, and if they want to take an attack opportunity, they can. Do you have any?
Yeah, what was that? 2 of them.
2 of them should have been right next to me. Yes.
Okay, there's 1.
Misses.
There's 2.
Misses.
Excellent.
In their attack
Delightful.
macro, does it just say 11 and 10? Is there no like?
No, that's it. It's just fixed. It's like a set menu.
They always roll 11. They're only good
Yeah.
against wizards.
That's what it was
Right.
like in the library. I rolled.
That's all
exactly
they
the same as
are, in
Nate did.
fairness.
All that's left is the. I think Cass is going to be right with those. I'm going to go for the skull. You said I detected a mind with a skull. So.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is, do I know its name?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shout it out loud as I cast Psychic Lance at it.
Good grief. Okay.
Yeah, it's a DC 18 intelligence saving throw.
Just checking abilities. Okay.
Oh.
Unfortunately, it is immune to
Okay.
psychic damage.
Oh,
But I know the reason I continued because I know Psychic Lance does have another aspect to it apart from the
yes.
damage.
It's incapacitated.
If it fails to save,
Yeah, yes. Now the question is it by any chance immune to being incapacitated?
it doesn't say that, but
Okay.
I am going to use a legendary resistance.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
To bypass that.
Right, which leaves me with a bonus action. So I should have thought I would have one of these. Nothing useful. That's me.
Okay. Is yeah, he is. Yeah, just checking the herd was in the initiative. There he is, herd.
So, how far away are we going to be? Which way does he want to run? Oh, don't tell me I'm colliding with a fucking wall. It's not really there. There we go. So 30 feet movement, and then I'm gonna cast Bless,
Ooh.
and that's going on Herd, Talk. Everyone else is kind of backed off, so Cass. So Herd, Talk, and Cass have Bless. So
Excellent.
a plus D4 to attack rolls and saving throws.
Brilliant.
And I don't think he's got any bonus actions to use at this point.
Okay.
So that'll
Excellent.
be
So you guys keep track of that.
Yep. It is concentration, that, isn't it? Yeah. Okay.
This Nothic, it will begin its turn. So, Spirit Guardians, Wisdom.
Is it?
Failed.
If we did it all when it appeared, does it have to do it again at the?
Did we do
know
it
my own
all
spell.
once? We didn't do it, did we? Oh yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. So it'd be next time it starts.
Next time round, then. Okay. So,
Well, it says that a speed is halved, and when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it must make a Wisdom saving throw. So that makes it sound like it's both
But then
to
it'd
me.
be happening
yeah,
twice
but
in the same turn.
But
we
it
wouldn't have
hasn't.
rolled when it was first cast.
It hasn't had a go yet. Yeah.
So we just did it
Or
early. That's all.
it's not and, is it? And or it's or.
Let's try a different tack and see if Cass can make a Constitution saving throw, please.
plus a D4 for Bless.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ah!
Oh no.
Its eye sort of turns a sickly yellowy green, and as you briefly make eye contact, you just have this real nauseation feeling. You take 17 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Okay. Back to the top of the turn. Eris.
Eris is not happy, so the little spider disappears and Eris comes back into existence. leave my friends alone. And with that, she'll raise her arms and we will cast Tidal Wave.
Ooh.
And I'm going to try and cast it. So it's 10 foot wide. So if I cast it there,
Oh, nice.
that should get the skull and 2 of the
Yeah.
Nothics. So can I have DC 16 dexterity saving
Let's
throws
start
from
with the
thing?
Nothics. So bottom one first.
Fail,
No. One above it.
fail.
No. And Mr. Skull.
Passes. So the Nothics will take full damage and they will be knocked prone. And then the skull will take half damage, doesn't get knocked prone.
Okay.
17 bludgeoning.
17 for the Nothics. Apply damage. Oh, still standing. That one's down. The skull, however, has a particularly naughty ability, which, if it succeeds a saving throw that allows it to take half damage, it instead takes no damage.
Oh, rude. Music has stopped, by the way.
Right, okay.
And so the Nothic by Cass is also prone, isn't it? Yes.
Ah, yeah, okay. Okay. Thread Reader.
Right. So, I feeling like I've been cut off. And I can see these spirit guardians spinning around and avoiding this area around me. The thought. So, I'm looking around thinking, I can't cast any magic. So, and it seems to be avoiding me. And I look at the situation around the battlefield, and I'm going to walk up towards the portal that's following Velin.
Yeah.
Can't move. No, why?
Let me just check something for you,
Okay.
Thread Reader, which I've forgotten. So when that was cast, that anti-magic field says it fills the space around the target, moving with it until initiative count 20 on the next round. So we're not there yet. But when we get down to... Oh, you're on 20 now. So just as you begin your turn, it winks out
It
of
disappears.
existence. Yeah.
I thought it lasted an hour.
Well, perhaps the traditional spell was, but this was a lair action. So.
Okay. In that case, if it's gone, I know it's gone. I won't run towards a big dangerous portal.
Yeah. Good call.
Instead, I shall still move around though. I'll move around and I don't like that skull, so I'll move around here and I shall cast change my plan now, sorry.
It's all right, mate. The battle changes.
Yeah. She'll cast a 3rd level magic missile at the skull.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure. Oh, okay. He's doing it one at a time. I want to cast them all. I got a minute. Was it 3, 4, 5 darts? Cast them all at it. So that's 23 points of force damage.
5 and the 18. Okay.
It's 5 dice in all, but they roll one separately because.
Okay. It takes. And you see the skull really rock.
Cool.
Anything else?
I just want to move my mode out from the Spirit Guide into 2.
Okay.
I can't move out over the walls. It can fly, so it'll just fly out over to there. But I have to move it around. Sorry. There we go. That's me.
We'll make a legendary action. And Cass, can you make a con save, please?
Get your D4.
Wow, one better than last time.
Oh no.
Okay, your hit points maximum are reduced by 8.
Okay.
And it's Velin's turn.
So if I'm above, if I'm above that, I have to come down to that.
Yeah, but if you have temporary hit points, they are still there, I guess. It will still reduce you by that amount of hit points, but your temporary hit points are still there.
It'll come off your main
Yeah,
hit
my
point max.
temporary hit points, so it must be.
It comes off your main.
Okay, she's looking bad. Was that the skull?
That was the skull that did that.
Okay.
Why do I look so bad? I'm only on 67 out of 75. I'm not that bad.
Velin targets Ucas with a spell.
Oh.
So, you can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed. And creatures that are undead have disadvantage on attack rolls against you, which would be a Demi-Lich for sure.
Velin.
And she will again move.
She's not all bad.
Next up is the lair.
How did Herd get up there?
The tower trembles. And the whole room shakes, and the floor buckles and vibrates underfoot. Everybody, make a dex save, please. 19 to beat.
Oof. Anyone that's near to Herd, don't forget you get a bonus from that. Oh dear.
Yeah, wasn't expecting much from Locke on this.
You may be pleased to hear no damage, but anybody that failed is now prone, is knocked prone.
Okay.
Okay. Talk.
Okay, this one here, well, I am prone, but I will use half my movement to stand.
Yep.
And then this one here is prone, so I'm going to, still raging, going to lay into it with the halberd, hit it while it's down.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy to go for that. Oh, there's a D4 on that as well. Not that I think it matters, but...
Wow. Actually, I'll just make that deck save with this other Nothic as well. So they're both prone.
Okay. So 20 points of damage, flash of radiant light from the end of the sort of ice-bladed halberd as it strikes it. Is it still
How do you
up?
want to do it?
Oh,
Yeah, down.
I think I would just take the head off.
Yeah.
With one blow. The one above, how ill does that look?
It's starting to show wear and tear.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna
And it's prone.
It's prone as well. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move to here. I assume the water's on the floor now, but it's not a tidal wave anymore, is
the
it?
water gone now, Eris? Shall I take that template off?
Yeah, the water's gone. It kind of slushes, so there's a wet floor, but I think it's all gone now.
It's probably freeze quite quickly.
And Tok's still got the D4 to bless, hasn't he?
Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh,
Yeah,
you don't need it.
I didn't need it, but it's good for the saving throws.
Who are you attacking?
The one on the desk.
Yeah.
So that's 15.
15's enough. Roll damage.
Oh no, 15 damage. 20.
Oh, sorry. 24's, yeah.
Yeah,
certainly enough.
20. 26 to hit altogether.
Yeah, it slices into it and you just hear it muttered into himself. If you could understand maybe Cass, you can understand it muttered into itself. You would never attack from a desk.
It's like fighting 101.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, I'm going to use a blunt end. There is a D4, but yeah.
21, yeah, that's cool.
7
damage.
I think that might actually be the wrong amount of rage damage, but I'll have a look in a bit.
Okay, mate, no worries.
And then I'm going to finish my movement and run in front of the Demi-Lich. At least it's just a shop demo version, not a real one. Because it keeps hitting Cass, so I want it to stop that.
Okay, we're going to use a legendary action. And the skull's eyes flare up green flame as it locks onto you, Tok, coming in close. And it will attempt to curse you. Wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, that's like my strength is wisdom.
15 to beat.
You're blessed as well, remember?
Yeah, I remember this time. I will use Fanatical Focus to re-roll that. Which I can use once per rage to re-roll a failed saving throw.
1 second, because the Foundry is telling me that I haven't got enough charges for this particular... Have I used another legendary action somewhere else? I think I did, yeah. I did it on Cass. So I don't have enough for that anyway, so you're safe.
If you remember to recharge at the start of its round, then
yeah, I don't have enough.
Yeah.
Are you within 10 feet? I think you are, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Let's make a Constitution save instead, then, please.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Feet again.
That's my favorite save to make. This one going to roll low, isn't it?
Oh, saved. Okay. That was attempting to do an ability called Cloud of Dust. If you save, you are immune to that now until the Lich's next turn. So I can't try that on you again now.
Okay.
Okay. Now the Lich itself.
I know you didn't tell us what it would do if I failed. It sounds bad. And of course, I'm not resistant to magical damage. Just slashing, bludgeoning, and piercing.
How do I know if this is recharged? No, it hasn't recharged. Well, I didn't roll a.
If it's its go, everything's recharged now, isn't it?
No, some
if
things have a
it's going,
recharge, and it only comes back on a. Well, this one comes back on a 5+. So let me.
I think
Okay.
you just roll at the
Doesn't come
beginning
back.
of your turn.
So
Yeah.
I've
I'm
only
not
got one
mistaken.
action left to take, which is life drain on you, which is 19 Constitution DC to save. And this is the one I think we said no effect
Until
on a
its
save.
next go.
Yeah, if you save, nothing happens at all. No half damage or nothing. So, yeah, okay. And we will... Nope. Move 30 feet. Float. Nothing.
Can I have
Wisdom
a
save.
reaction if it's moving out of my temp?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Uh, 29 hits, yeah. 15
Yay.
was the wisdom save.
Fails.
Roll some damage. So, Tock does 9 damage to the Demi-Lich, which is halved. And I think 20 radiant damage to the Nothic is gonna do what you expect. Yeah, how does it go?
All of these little glowing tocks, I like to think, just buffet its face.
Are they all going?
Snaps to
"Rawr!"
death.
You know, now that you described it that way and you did the action, I'm just picturing that meme with the hot dogs.
Except they're
That's how
dragons.
it dies.
Yeah.
Okay,
Crazy.
yeah, so that's its go. It dies.
Oh.
Demi-plane.
Little tiny tocks beating it to death with little tiny blunt ends and little tiny halberds.
And as you're directing the little tiny floating tocks, this black portal slithers across the floor, through the banister, across the stairs.
Wisdom
and
save.
Slips underneath you. Oh, okay, we can try it. It's... Oh yeah, it must have.
Before I go,
Oh no.
It's a natural 20. Do take half damage or
yeah, half.
of, what was it, 20?
What did I do? It
Yeah.
was 20. Yeah.
Excellent, nice. Just check. Oh,
And
has
it's
advanced...
once it enters, it has its movement speed is halved whilst it's in Spirit Guardians. Don't know if that affects it.
It wouldn't make it.
Yay!
So lucky. So lucky.
Spirit Guardians for the win. Such a good
They
spell.
rock. Okay, Cass, your turn.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Where will I go?
Well, don't go through the daggers. That would be bad.
That would be silly, wouldn't it?
I've put an invisible wall around that pit in the floor. But if you want to go down there, I'll just move the token manually or delete the wall. It's you can, if you want to like make an acrobatic or mount the tables or whatever you want to do, you can do that. But I've just put a wall in there at the moment.
Yeah, I guess diagonals. But how far down is it?
I think it was 10 feet. Just check. 10 foot deep, yeah.
Oh crap! I've got to use half my movement to get up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Okay, so I do that, leaving me with 15 feet to panic.
You just got to move enough so it's outside of the Spirit Guardian, so it has to come into them again.
Well, if it started its turn in there, it would still have to roll.
Can I
That's true.
attempt to drop down?
Yeah. You can make an athletics or acrobatics. If you want to make full use of the remainder of your movement, okay, there'll be a roll involved. If you want to climb, it'll be half speed to climb, but there's no roll involved.
Let's try a roll.
Okay, so athletics or acrobatics, your choice. And DC would be, let's call it 9, because it's
Okay.
quite well lit. Oh, easy.
Because of the wall, I cannot jump down. Could you?
You're there.
Thank you. And,
I think as the Spirit Guardians gets close to Tok, he'll be like, hey, they look like me.
you've seen them before. They're always
Exactly.
little Toks.
And he says it every time.
I'm going to make my life easier getting back up, so okay, I've got 15 feet left. Why can't I move at all now?
Oh. Let me just delete those walls.
Okay, there we go. Can I get to here, grab the ladder,
Yeah.
and bring it with me? So I'll go 5 feet, 10 feet, 15?
Yeah.
I want to be able to get out.
Makes sense. The ladder's there. Clever.
Oh, I could have done something with my action, couldn't I?
You do have an action remaining.
But now I can't see anything because I've dropped down like an idiot.
Hey, being an idiot's my job. Don't be like cramping my style.
Yeah,
Could dash
visibility
with
is
an
a bit
action,
limited
though.
there. You could
Okay,
dash to
then
get
you
out.
know what I might. Yeah, I'll dash. So can I now use to climb out?
Yeah. Okay. So you got another 30 feet now.
Yeah.
I've took all the walls down, so you should be able to go wherever
Is
you
it
want.
so 10 feet to get up?
Yes. Sorry, brain fart.
5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to go to here, 30.
Lovely.
Not brilliant, but safe.
Repositioning. Okay, good stuff. Lock is up.
Sorry, I was muted. Well, the best things I can do, he won't mind at all. So I'm going to have to take a different approach. Going to be summoning an aberration with 4 of my
Okay.
I'm not going to consume this spell. 4 sorcery points. Okay. I do believe the only one that could be useful is a slad. So 9 away from me, which will be right next to it. So here, a portal will open, and out of that will emerge a green toad-like humanoid creature about our size. Is going to have like acid dripping out of his mouth, and it's going to look angry. And I believe it can take a turn right after me.
Okay, yeah.
Thing. Takes turn immediately after mine. Okay, so that was my action. So
So
let's
I'll
give
leave
it
it out
to-
of the initiative order because we know it's straight after you now.
yes, yeah, it's always after me. Right. What else have we got? Got a thing over there. No, I can't cast spells. I'm gonna move over to here and then go 10 feet there. Get a bit closer to cast.
Were you prone, Nick, or did you pass the test?
Oh no, sorry, I was prone. You're right. I'm gonna have to use
Yeah,
half
well
my
remembered.
movement to get up. I haven't had a little thing on it. And then I'm gonna just move 10 feet here, another 5 feet there. And that's entirety of my movement, which brings us to the slot. Gonna make 2 claw attacks
Okay.
at the skull.
Wow.
So close. So close.
Wow.
I think that's actually wrong. It's only +9.
Okay.
I'll fix that. Well, yeah.
Okay. Well, it would
I imagine.
hit anyway.
Okay. The
What
next
was
one.
You rolled
is,
19, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, it's fine.
Ooh, maximum damage. That's 17 bonus
Excellent.
damage.
What's slashing damage? Yeah.
Yes.
Would they be considered magical?
It might say in the spell. I'm not sure. So it's come out of a spell. It uses my spell attack modifier. So
Okay, let's call them magic for the sake of this. Then.
Yeah,
It's a
I'm not sure
magical
how
entity.
it would be.
So it will take half damage as opposed to no damage. Excellent.
All right, another one.
That hits.
That's that would be less than 23. That would be an 18.
-5. Oh, that would miss.
Yeah. I'll miss. Okay. That's its turn then.
Excellent. Okay, nice. And heard.
So, not much he can do. He's gonna run over here, and then bonus action dash to over here.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Okay. We go back to the top of the round. So it'll be you, Eris.
So half my movement to stand up.
Yeah.
Leaves me with 16. I don't like that hole, so I'm going to run away. How much higher is the floor with the
10 feet.
skull? Can I see the skull?
Sorry. Yeah, I think it's 10 feet for both, yeah. I would say from there you'd be able to, yeah.
Okay. So I will 10 feet, 120 feet. Oh, yeah, perfect. Riding bolt. Please don't be shit. And it's shit.
Unlucky.
That's it.
That's a miss, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No.
Okie doke. Threadreader.
Okay, so I shall get up and move half the distance around this way as well. And I have my moat move up so it's level with the skull.
Yeah.
And I'm going to, through my moat, I'm going to cast a lightning bolt. So DC 17 Dex save.
does have advantage.
So it takes half damage, I think.
And because of his ability, he takes 0 damage if he succeeds a save.
Well, see how much damage you would have taken.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a naughty little ability he's got there, isn't it? Avoidance, it's called.
Yeah.
It's like a rogue's evasion, isn't it?
Yeah, like an uncanny dodge type thing. Yeah, good effort. Anything else? Movements?
That's me.
Or
That's
okay.
all me.
Felin. Felin was running away at something, wasn't she? What can she do? She is concentrating, so we'll need to bear that in mind.
Oh yeah, I'll drop daggers as well while I was doing that, sorry.
Let's do... Oh, it's touch. T. And she'll try and get there. She'll dash to get there, but can't do anything else. Okay. Lair actions. Um, 30 feet. Let's move. To... Oh, I can't move on a lair action. What am I thinking?
Unless there's a lair action that lets you.
No. Oh, but no, not in this case. Let's try. Looking a bit disturbed at your attempts to hurt it, Threadreader. So the anti-magic field goes back up again. Oh, hang on. It's got to be 60 feet. Let's see if you're in range. Nope. Let's do it on Cat, because them Spirit Guardians are a pain. Anti-magic field on Cat. And that lasts until initiative count 20 on the next round. And then Tok is next.
I just want to go. I know you don't fight on a desk, but you go over a desk if you need to.
Sure.
So I am going to try and just running and just leap over the desk. I assume there's a bit of a wall here.
Yeah, it'll be a knock 5 feet off your total movement, please. Just
Okay.
for that.
Do you want an athletics or anything?
No, it's fine. It's quite easy to get over.
Yeah, I'll leap over the other side, which I can't do. I think there's a wall there, but might have to just pop me over. And I'm going to be very uncareful about all the precious things that are on his desk, because I want him to see that.
Oh.
I'll get within 10 feet, and I will give him a slap. Slap him with the flat of my halberd. Oh dear.
14's not going to do it, unfortunately.
Ugh. Come on, second one.
That hits.
22.
Nice.
Okay,
thanks to the bless.
Yeah, flash of radiant energy. Again, bright flash of radiant light. 19 points of damage.
Yeah, and as your blade comes down, you see it shattering and reforming and shattering as it strikes down. Doesn't quite do as much damage as you were hoping.
No, but we can always add a little bit more with the blunt end.
You can, yeah.
I I think skulls and blunt ends probably go quite well. 18?
Doesn't quite hit, I'm afraid.
Oh, blunt end never lets me down.
Yeah,
What
it's
a,
a surprise.
what a day.
Yeah. You're not reckless, are you?
I could go reckless, couldn't I? Oh, what the
Trying to
hell?
influence you, just checking.
Hang on, there's a D4 on this.
That hits.
Yeah, you're right. Reckless, it's always worth it, isn't it? Because now
Oh, not a bad roll either.
10 bludgeoning, magical bludgeoning. And now you've got advantage on hitting me. But yeah, it's a small
Starting
price
to
to
look
pay.
a bit rough. Starting to look a bit rough. Okay. Any legendary actions after your turn? Let's try that
No.
thing we were going to do last time. Yeah. No, I must have used another one. Okay, no worries then. Let's try. Go for that energy drain again. Oh, something wrong here.
Do you need to roll to see if they recharge or something?
No, I don't think so. Definitely got enough for that one. See if that one works. That one works. Okay, con save, please.
$22.
Oh, I know why. There we go. 22. Okay, that'll be fine. We'll let that one go. Now here's turn proper. Let's test for a recharge. 5+. Nope. So we'll go for the life drain. Constitution save, please. Oh, just. Movement. Yeah, why not?
Reaction.
Yeah, same for the slad as well, Lock, if you want.
Slamming the base.
Yeah. Great.
Come on, now would be a great time for a 20.
Oh, so
oh, it's always a 19.
Well, it hits anyway.
Oh.
9. Okay.
It's better than nothing, I suppose.
And 12. 14 doesn't quite hit, I'm afraid. Right.
9 with 7 of that being bonuses.
I rolled a con saving throw rather than attack. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead and.
See if I fixed it as well.
No, that doesn't quite make it.
Okay.
The oil spill on the floor runs uphill and across the desks and heads towards you. Doesn't quite have enough to get to you. Cass is up next.
Okay, so this is interesting. So technically Spirit Guardians is still up, just working because concentration state.
So it's working, but the magical effect's not working. So
yeah. So that's fine. That'll come back. What I'm wondering, there was something about spells and other magical effects except those created by an artifact or a deity. Is my channel divinity technically a feature from a deity? It doesn't use a spell slot.
It is a feature from a deity.
then I will do the one thing I can do and channel divinity. Actually, I might need to move closer first. Yeah, I think I'll move so I can try and get the portal as well.
Okay.
I'll move there. And DC 17 con save from the Mirth, please.
For turning undead,
I'm
unfortunately.
not turning the undead. I'm using the Radiance of the Dawn thing, so I'm just showering them with radiant light.
Oh, okay, that's different then.
Yeah. I know I can't turn a lich.
He's only a demo lich.
Radiance of the Dawn.
It's the shop floor edition.
Damn it!
It's a little switch on the
Still,
back,
half
and you flick
damage,
it, and he
half
changes to a
damage,
full
that's
one.
fine.
If he succeeds on a save, he doesn't take half damage.
Damn it!
What else you got, cleric?
Is that both of them? Have they both done a saving throw?
What was the other one?
Should be the portal. It's within
Portal.
range. It's just
let's
30 feet of light.
Okay. 11.
Fails.
Takes. Holy shit.
22 radiant.
Oof.
Okay. Does some damage.
I moved 10 feet. I back off 10 feet. Maybe another 10 feet. Yeah, that'll do.
Okay.
How is the portal looking?
Portal looks quite unstable, actually. Now then.
Could someone yeet the skull into the portal? Just saying.
I should have tried to grapple it, shouldn't I? And just like chucked it in that portal.
I'm going to use a legendary action to fly half movement. Then, yes, then it's Locke's turn.
Okay. Must be something that can damage this fucking thing. And sooner or later I'm gonna find it. So first gonna be the slide.
It has been significantly
okay.
damaged. When it took the most damage was when Threadreader hit it with some magic missiles. It rocked it. Really rocked it.
Yeah, force damage.
Force.
Unfortunately, not my style. That. Okay, the slide is going to move 15 feet that way. Can it jump all the way over there?
Yeah, just athletics or acrobatics, just to maintain your footing. DC 9 as it was before with Eris.
Okay, I should be able to do that. Oh, you absolute...
You make it, you don't take any damage, but you're prone.
Okay.
Or the slide is prone.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move it around because it collides with the wall. Okay. Then in that case, you're prone and useless. Actually, does it make it there then? If it does make it there, I might be able to attack even.
Well, how much movement would it have used to get there?
So it was 15 there, and then it's got another 15. So here is where it makes
so
it.
it would need to use half its movement to stand up, which is what, 15?
Yes.
So that's as far as it can go there.
Yeah, it wouldn't have any. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense because that's 15 to here, and then the time. I'm gonna use a bonus action to telekinetically move it towards here. With my telekinetic shove thing. He can choose
But
to fail.
it takes its turn after you. So have you taken your turn?
Ah, good point. Yes, I haven't. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna attack it.
So we'll leave it there for now while you take your turn. But
Yeah, it's fine. I'll stay where it is.
but it's actually, it was, what did we say? It was up there to start with.
Yes.
Take your turn.
Yeah. Yes, you're right. Sorry about that. I'm just gonna choose a book and I'm gonna catapult it against the.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm gonna choose a book from here and I'm gonna catapult it. Sorry. Towards the direction of the portal. So if it misses, at least it might hit the portal.
All right, great.
So yeah, let's try that.
Strength save. Wow. Oh, dex save.
No, it's a dex save. 9. Okay. Let's see.
Let's take a legendary resistance.
Okay. So it's fine in that case?
It's only got 1 resistance left.
Yeah. All right then. Same from the portal then.
So we. Oh, for the portal. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. It's just gonna keep going until I hit something.
Yeah.
Yeah. They also 20 points of bludgeoning damage for the portal.
20 points of bludgeoning. It winks out of existence.
Oh, thank God.
Right, nice. And I guess I'm gonna move over here, and then I'm actually gonna bonus action try to get the skull in here. So the skull needs to make a DC 18 strength saving throw. It's a telekinetic show.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll post it again. Yeah.
It's not going to be able to make it.
Oh. In that case, it's shoved 5 feet towards my direction, which is there.
Yeah. Okay.
Might or might not help. I don't know. But okay.
I don't remember when Spirit Guardians comes back.
Was it on 20?
20, yeah.
Okay, and pissed it off now, but that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay, I heard.
So Herd is finally within range that he is going to run on over. And he's going to try and smush it with his hammer.
Okay.
And then, okay, let me just check. So the Warhammer of Tyr is the one he's using at the moment?
He doesn't have that yet, no.
Doesn't have it, okay. So then...
So just to save you some time, he doesn't have a magical weapon, so it will do 0 damage. Unless he casts magical weapon or elemental weapon.
Which should be a bonus action, so... Oh, am I remembering that right?
Oh,
actually it's not a bonus action, is it?
And he's not got many spell slots, so we can't do elemental weapon.
But if he doesn't do it, he's not going to do any damage. That's the problem.
Yeah, no, I'm now aware of that. We have Warhammer of Tyr.
Well, he does have like shield shove and stuff. I'm not sure if what that does, and if it will affect this guy.
It will just shove it, and I don't know if he's bothered about that.
He's immune to prone. If that's one of the outcomes.
He just shoves him 5 feet away.
Yeah, and Locke's just pulled him 5 feet in, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to probably do much.
Can he grapple it?
Why has he only got one first level spell left? Nothing else. Okay, yeah, he'll grapple it.
Does he keep pumping smites into things?
That's what I was going to say. If he's got first level spell left, he could smite if he hits it, and that would be magical damage then, wouldn't it?
Yeah. If he's got any smites.
Yeah. If he hits, and then he doesn't have to use it unless he hits, so...
He's got a divine smite, 1 left.
How has he used everything? Didn't we just long rest? Oh,
That's
no,
what I'm thinking, but I don't know whether I don't know what. So I can just do a
Thought
normal
anything,
warp
okay.
hammer.
Just the daggers on the way in.
he might have forgot to long rest.
Yeah.
Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and long resting.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
Reassess the situation.
Okay, with that in mind, I will drop Bless because I believe that is concentration cap.
Yep.
Concentration, and then elemental weapon is concentration as well. There we go. Duh. So now we've got that. So we will take. Oh, if that's an action, he can't hit in the same round.
No, you probably better just use smite then. If he hits. Tom's right, I guess.
Okay, yeah, let's just attack. Not with that because that's elemental. I'm just going to attack with this. 20
Matt,
Just
the
hits.
screen's gone black.
Just hits that, Eris. Or heard.
That one, so it's no damage, but he will put a divine smite into it.
Okay, that
15
does do
radiant damage. And then he'll take another attack. That's 18 to hit. Does it?
18 doesn't.
No.
So you will take that full 14.
Ooh.
Doesn't look well at all. It's big split up the side and several teeth are missing and the jawbone is cracked. I don't think I have any legend reactions left. So, top of the round. Round 4. Eris.
Finish him.
You know, I'm really sorry about the books.
Ooh.
And so I will cast Moonbeam just to catch it. Just missing herd. Why is that not giving me the actual beat?
Oh.
Oh. Oh no, you're there.
So it'll be a Constitution saving throw. That'd be DC 16. It would be against my spellcasting.
DC. What did you say? Sorry.
Would it be because it's not telling me what
It'd be
DC thing would
16.
it would be 16. It would be my spellcaster casting. Yeah. So DC 16 Constitution saving
Can't
throw,
save.
please. Hey.
Oh.
Why is it not giving me the option for damage?
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
So that would be.
2d10.
I'm going to
2d10
use
at this-
my. He's going to use his last
Cool.
legendary resistance to save. Take half damage.
He won't take half damage because of his thing.
That's right. Yeah.
Damn it.
But that moonbeam stays.
Stays up,
It's persistence, isn't it? And it's centered on him there. Shit, it's getting busy
Like-
there now, isn't it?
It's to the side of him because I want it
Can't
to
have
touch him,
heard in
but
it.
not heard.
Right, got you. There we go. Okay.
Looks too big. It's too big, isn't it?
Is it? Yeah,
It's
probably.
pretty.
Yeah, I think it normally takes up 4.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the size normally.
Yeah,
Okay.
10 foot.
There we go. Thread reader.
Sorry. Before he
Okay.
wastes a spell, wisdom save because it goes back up.
On 20, yeah.
Yes. Wisdom save. Wow. You're good, you guys. Wisdom save. And now he hasn't got any more legendary ball bags. Fails.
Fails.
Ha ha ha! That'll teach you
Do
for
it.
using your resistance on other things.
22.
You always get
the
22.
fuck.
That's like your version of those Nothics always get an 11.
How do you want to do this?
Yes! It's exactly the same, but it's loads of little tocks literally slapping his face off the jaw.
With hot dogs?
Well, like going
goes
past and going
across
slap.
the room.
They like fly around and slap him one after another.
Yeah.
Like loads of them go by like a slapping merry-go-round.
Jaw
Brilliant.
flies across the room, it drops to the floor.
Brilliant. Well, very well done. Few minutes left. If you've got any closing things you want to try and resolve, or we can pick it up next session to explore or whatever.
Where did that thing go? The swirly whirly oil slick thing.
Got battered by Eris, I think. Oh, no, or was it Locke maybe catapulted it, I
Lock
think.
with the catapult.
Is it coming back?
You don't know.
Yeah.
Hopefully not. Threadreader, you're off your leash. Go.
Go read all of the books and such.
I guess
Okay.
Verlin is too.
Panic. Too many. Yeah,
I may,
well, that didn't go how we planned.
They weren't all there. They weren't up for reasonable, rational conversation. How do you recognize a phylactery?
I'll see if I can find a book on it.
Books and such.
books and such, yeah. Well, surely if
You're going to need to spend some time sifting through. So it's probably going to be the next hour or so while you do some research.
I'll climb back over the desks again. Why the hell not?
Does that count as a short rest sort of activity, looking around the
Yeah,
book?
I would say so.
When, if ever, do I get my max hit points back?
You will and can get them back. Let me figure out
It's
how.
probably a long rest if it's an energy drain. It's usually a long rest, but I mean, unless it's worse than that. But
what was it? Energy drain.
oh, it's another horn here. Because one's not enough, you know.
It will require a greater restoration.
Oh.
If anyone has one.
That's a big spell.
Paladins, quite possibly. Oh, you get less restoration?
I've got greater restoration, but not today. Also, I don't know if a bit more health is worth 100 gold's worth of diamond dust.
100 gold is worth not being dead in the next fight.
Well, now we know we can take stuff from this tower. We know we can replenish some of our diamonds. There were some back there, weren't there?
But there's a lot of books down there. Maybe there's a greater restoration book.
I think I'm going to spend my hours crushing 100 gold's worth of diamonds into diamond dust for when I need it.
Over the course of the next hour or two, Threadreader, you discover a few snippets of information that don't require a roll. The city was held aloft by the Mythalar, which you already knew. But what you didn't already know was up to 8 mages could attune to the device at one time. If all of them agreed, they could use its power to move the city through the skies or control the weather for miles around. You also discover that if a disaster ever struck the city, the wizards could exploit the power of the obelisk to turn back time and avert ruin. There are some schematics there that contain instructions for activating the obelisk, and they detail and specify that it would require a staff of power as a power source.
So stuff over there.
The command word to reopen the magic portal that got you here is Saldrinar. Pasting into chat. Saldrinar. The command word to deactivate the force field that was around the whole spire is Olostin. Also pasting into chat. Yep. And if you speak that word, the force field is deactivated permanently. Yeah, without even having to do a search, you find, this is for everybody else, just resting and chatting in the room, a small metal case containing 4 vials of quicksilver, which are probably worth around 500 gold pieces each. You find an intricate crystal rod, which is worth around 1,800 GP. You find a fully charged staff of power.
Told you, it's over there, look.
Yeah. And on that east wall there, you find a hefty spell book titled The Incantations of Iriolarthas. You also find, and you happen to be standing on it, Threadreader, when you put one of the books back on the shelf, you lift your foot and take a step back, and it's a similar scroll than the one you found previously. And this one is called The Scroll of Tarask Summoning.
Oh, no. No.
I like this.
And I'm going to put that in your inventory and smoke it.
I mean,
What was the staff of power needed for?
To activate the obelisk, which they used in times of great catastrophe to turn back time.
Can
The great Archmage Cher wrote a song about it.
I felt possessed by Cher for a second.
That hasn't gone in, has it?
Come on,
Scroll of
Tarask summoning. No. No. That's not a good idea.
I could have sworn we needed Quicksilver to make their weird servant people, things without brains.
Do we want some of those?
It will be it's just more bodies, but we'd have to go back to the tower to make them, I think. That had the weird pods in. This may be a dead end. We've done. I assume we come out of here and it's time to fight things.
That scroll says, reading the scroll causes the Tarask to appear in an unoccupied space you can see within 1 mile of you. The Tarask disappears when it drops to 0 hit points and is hostile towards all creatures other than itself, including the person that summoned it. That's not...
why you're a mile away, I guess.
Yeah,
Here's the
what
thing.
harm could come?
Well, where's it going to go once you've... No, rip it up. Rip it up
It
now.
moves 40 feet.
Here's the thing, though. If we have the force field is just around this tower, isn't it?
Not anymore. It
No.
dropped. It dropped when you entered. That was what the right of the arcane octad was for, to drop the force field to let you in.
Oh, I thought only we could get in. That's not good. Okay.
Yeah, a Tarask is a gargantuan monstrosity titan. It's got
And that
nearly...
command-
Mass suicide by Trask.
Yeah, challenge rating 30.
It has reflective canopies.
We
Is
can
that a
take
command
it.
where to put the force field back up?
What command word? What?
Do I know if the command word puts force field back up again, Steve? Or
It doesn't say that. It just
Doesn't
says
say.
how to deactivate it.
Because if we could summon it outside of a force field, I could do a magic circle on it so it can't.
But no, we're not fucking with the Tarask.
Don't entertain. No.
A magic missile spell, a line spell, or a spell that requires a ranged attack roll, you roll a d6. On a 1 to 5, the Trask is unaffected. On a 6, the Trask is ineffective, and the effect is reflected back. So, like, no. A lot of our damaging spells are just useless.
I have to scroll.
But just be careful not to meta, because perhaps your characters might not know that.
Probably might not know that, yeah. And I have to
Oh.
scroll.
I know it's big and it's really bad and it's the highest. Is it the
Why
highest?
would we
CR?
summon? Why would we summon a Tarask? Does anyone why are we been considering this?
Why not?
No.
Well, I mean,
Right.
if you want to kill a god, you were looking for something that could kill a god, right?
Yeah,
that will
then
kill everything.
It'll kill everything.
Well,
We don't know that, do we?
well
Yes, we
that's
do.
a problem for another day, right?
Just tear it up now.
Eyes of my inventory. I'm not doing anything to it.
We've got the comet spell. That's
Yeah.
all we need. We don't need a Tarask because we can't deal with the Tarask.
Well,
So that's probably a
anyway,
good place to call it for this week.
It's in my inventory. Whether I
Davey
use
said-
it or not, I'm taking it with me.
Davey says we can use the comet to kill the Tarask. I don't think the comet probably does anywhere near enough damage.
Comet
No, probably not.
No, I'm pretty.
30
Is it
Do
not
a dent.
30 d10.
That'll do a good dent.
It'll do a good dent, but will it do enough?
No,
there's
nowhere
there's
near.
no reason to summon a Tarask. I think I don't see any reason to do it.
That
Yeah,
would
it could
take out Form 1.
It could take a. It could. Yeah, that would actually take out the Frostmaiden probably. Whereas that would probably just make the Tarask annoyed. And then we'd need another 3 of those scrolls to even have a chance of killing it.
I feel like the guy in Star Wars who had the Rancor.
Hey, I mean, if you've got an unruly Tarask on the loose, if you found another scroll, you could summon another Tarask to deal with it.
Yeah.
That seems like
Oh,
the
that's
best way of dealing with it, I
There
reckon.
you go.
Yeah. Why didn't we think of that?
That's fine then.
But instead of dealing with each other, they fall in love, they have babies, and now they're overcome by Tarask.
And the whole
Brilliant.
world's
Multiple
destroyed.
Tarasks.
Oh, Eris would try and befriend it.
Yeah, new
Terror
party
life.
pet.
I suppose you could summon it on the island where the Frostmaiden lives and hope it can't swim, but no. No.
Not the-
Does it have a swimming speed?
but
I don't know. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's got like 800 hit points or something.
No, not that
I
many.
don't think anything has that many hit points, but
Mm.
It's got over 600.
Okay, yeah, so we'd need several of those comets to even have a chance. It's probably
Right.
resistant to everything. It's probably got lots of horrible
there's
legendary skills.
There's no reason to summon a Tarask.
If
We're going to have to kill Threadreader, basically.
Everybody,
ignoring
don't tell Herd we have that scroll.
Oh!
This is why it needs ripping up now. Night, Davey. See you soon.
See you,
Right,
mate.
Amy.
ignoring in-game stuff. Who thinks of this stuff? Who thinks of this is a creature that's gonna somehow be useful in this game?
Was it you, Steve, or was this
This
no?
is in the module.
It's meant
No.
by a being of pure chaos.
It's in my inventory.
I imagine it's there to lure players to do exactly this. Think, oh, maybe we can take down the god that way, and then just create a bigger problem.
It's a
Just destroy the
temptation.
world.
You came looking for a weapon of immense power. I think you found one.
Yeah, I think the scroll is the weapon enough, right? No.
The comet one, not this one.
I have a
If we
doomsday
find a
box.
scroll like this in every demi portal plane thing for each school of magic, that'd be great.
We're trying to save the world, not end it.
But no, I mean, if there's okay, we don't want a scroll like this, but a really powerful spell,
Comets.
more comets.
Since we're completely metagaming on this, I think we should be able to take
We could take it.
the queen. We can't take the Tarask, but I think we can take
No, we can't
Ice
take
Queen.
a Tarask.
You
No.
could. I reckon you could. You
A
should try it
Tarask?
at least. You see, the thing is,
Well, let Red
Maiden
Reader try it.
The Frost Maiden would soften it up.
Yeah, that's exactly
I
it.
think
Crossbones
Only have,
bound
like,
to take
15 hit points left by the time you
Yeah.
guys get to it.
and then the comet will deal with both of them together. If they're fighting, they'll both go down in hell. Then we can unleash the comet to finish them both off. See,
Well
it's a
done.
plan. Easy.
Don't even have to get close to it.
No, or it'll just squish the Frost Maiden, and
We
then
can
we'll be
do
like,
it.
oh, we misjudged
We
that.
can do it from a mile away. It's like it's a win-win.
All we have to do is make sure the Frost Maiden is a mile away.
I love this.
And
Thank you, Steve.
You're very welcome. I'm gutted because you destroyed my living demi-plane, so I couldn't get to show you this map that I had for it. But I'll show it you now because I'll never get to use it again.
Oh, can't see.
What's coming?
Be tokens in there.
Oh yeah, I'll make it. Oh, do you need a token? Oh, 1 sec. Token vision.
Blah.
That's very cool,
Oh.
man.
Cool.
Nice.
You can't get there now. Portal's
Aw.
gone.
What are they?
They look like they're librarian
Yeah, they're the blue.
behind a reference desk.
They're the blue like servant things that they summon, aren't they?
Imagine.
Magens, that's
Magen?
it.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Oh, what's growing in the
Yes.
corner?
I like that a lot. It's got the portrait from Ghostbusters on the wall as well.
Vigo.
Yeah, Vigo, the
Yeah,
Carpathian.
Vigo.
There's also a painting upside down on the wall, weirdly.
Okay, I've seen Ghostbusters now, and I don't get the reference.
You haven't seen Ghostbusters 2, have you?
No. Is
That's
that
why you don't.
A whole
Oh,
other
thank
world.
goodness.
It's only half a job that bit. You've got to watch Ghostbusters 2 as well.
Ah, watch it on Saturday.
you don't really have to watch any of this.
So I mean, it was good that you destroyed it because whoever it would have got hold of would have been sucked in here alone.
Oh.
So
We really got away with that, didn't we?
you did, yeah. Well done.
Except for
Doing
Fred Reader finding the Tarask scroll. I'm so
Which I
sad.
think-
I'm so sad we've got to kill you now.
Well, look, I'm taking the scroll because if we don't use it or not, I'm going to take it. I come from a place which studies magic.
You're too busy thinking about whether you could.
Like I say, yeah. Some things are just too dangerous to exist, and you need to just take them out.
Tarasks just find a way.
I'm not sure I would know what Tarask was at the moment. If someone's a big nasty thing, that's all I can imagine what it thinking.
I bet none of us have seen one, but we've
Yeah,
probably
exactly.
heard,
I mean,
we've
how
probably
many of us
heard
know
of
what that
them.
even was? Just as something big and bad.
It would be, yeah. I mean, you could roll for it, but a history, probably a history. It'd be like folklore or myths and legends. So you any of you could or may have heard of it. Threadreader hasn't, bizarrely. Oh, I didn't see his modifier. Yeah, you've heard of it. I saw the natural 8.
All right, yeah, I know what it is. Probably know not to do it then, but I still want to find
You
out how the
never
magic works.
suspected that it might be real.
Only one way to find out.
Tox heard of it. Tails around the campfire. Probably called something different, but yeah.
Yeah, burn it now, Threadreader. Burn it now.
You can trust Fredreader.
Not I cast it.
I know you won't
Well,
cast
you're
it. It's not if we cast it, it's if someone else gets hold of it and they
I
cast
will
it.
not get hold of it. Cass, did I see you? Do you have a jewellery kit?
No?
The tools, because I thought you crushing up the.
No, I don't. I would just look for anything to crush up a diamond with.
She was doing it with a Mace of Disruption.
Does anyone have a jeweler's kit?
I don't.
You know.
That is a good point. I don't have the diamonds. You have them, Matt. Do we have 100 gold diamond?
I have 1,100 gold's worth of diamonds.
May I?
Yeah.
Please reduce that to 1,000. Also, I thought we should we said we'd give me some of them in case you go down.
I don't need them. It's other people that need them. I can be brought back with no materials.
Yeah, do you trust me with them?
Should I have some in case?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Split them.
So
I bought these.
Yeah,
to
they're
help
yours.
resurrect my friends' children. They're
yours.
They
but
need replacing.
despite, yeah, we will. You know we will. And hopefully we won't have to use them. But
yeah, well, yeah, we can split them up then.
thank you.
How many does everyone want? I struggle with counting too.
If one of you went down and I was down for more than a minute, I'd need 500 gold's worth to bring you back. That's the max. Unless you're Tok.
How much do you want though? 500.
I think we should plan for the worst.
So you want 600's worth?
You're the one that said I'm happy to continue at feeling a bit under the weather.
No, I don't want you to feel under the weather. I'm just reminding everyone why I have these. But in the short term, keeping us all alive is more important. And we've found a lot of money in here already. So I'm confident that it's not a problem to replace them.
Are you feeling that unwell that a bit of a rest wouldn't sort it out, Cass? Or
apparently,
just because we're now in probably the safest place we could be in this place. If we were going to have another rest, wait here for a while and study what's in the study. Now would be the time, really, I suppose. I know it's not long to hang on, but we can hang around here for a day. I mean, remember there are people looking for us out in the city.
The great voice in the sky is correct. We can just loot next time.
Yes.
And the great voice in the sky said, "I need to agree to restorate."
Yes.
500 gold to Eris then, and 600 to Cass.
Thank you.
And I will change mine to 0 worth of damage.
Right, I will leave you there then, guys.
Yeah, very good.
No
Thanks
worries.
for coming on, Nick.
No, thank you. This whole tower thing has been like the best part of the entire adventure, I think, and the part before that, like all that whole city. Like,
Yeah.
a really cool concept. Very well executed. Thank you, Steve.
Yeah, good stuff, mate.
Right, see you all next
Thank
week.
you. Cheers, pal.
See you next week, mate.
Yeah.
Bye.
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 I am also gonna go.
Same for me. You should probably
Okay.
switch
Yeah,
to
me
female,
too.
Faye.
Yeah. Yeah, we probably should. If I can find the
Game show
window.
wave.
Game show wave.
Yes, we're happy.
Hazel's cleaning the windows.